guys, welcome back. In the last session, we have discussed about the consumer interface of a object type T, and we have discussed the wide variety of consumer interface. If we are using the primitives, we have the int consumer, double consumer, and long consumer. If you want to pass an argument to a consumer, so then we will be having the by consumer. If you want to pass a object and the primitive, then we will be having these wide variety of consumers actually. Okay, so here we will be passing the object and we will be passing the primitive as a parameter. Okay, so in this session we will be writing a simple Java program to manage the banking task, like logging the customer details, updating the balances of customers, and giving the reward points to the customers, and applying the charges on the customer accounts. Okay, so for this, what I'll do is, for this requirement, I'll be creating the three classes. One is the customer class, and the other one is the customer services, and the last we are going to create is the banking client application. So customer will be having the customer details like customer name, ID, and account number. You can take, instead of ID, you can take account number and the balance. And the customer service, where we will be writing our actual logic, like logging the customer details and updating the balance, giving the rewards and applying the charges on the account. And after writing the details, we will be creating a banking client application. From the banking client application, we'll be making a call to the implementation methods which we have done it actually. Okay, which we have implemented it. Okay, so I think that this is the roadmap actually which we are going to do in this session. So let's jump to the Spring Tool suite. Let's start creating these three classes. Okay, we are at the Spring Tool suite. So now the first what we are going to do is, we have to create a customer. We have to create a customer pojo. Let's go and create the customer pojo. I'll be creating the customer pojo in this pojo package. Okay, so just right click on the customer, right click on the sorry, pojo, right click on the package, and let me create the customer class. Okay, so we have a customer class. Now the customer class will be having the account number. So I can give it as a account number as an string account number. Okay, so I'll be giving the balance as a double. So customer will be having a balance as well, and customer will be having a name as well. Name. Okay, so I have taken only three properties. One is the account number, balance, and the name. Okay, so now what I'll do is, I'll be generating the setters and getters for this. Okay, so let's right click on the IDE, go to the source. Okay, and here you can see generate setters and getters. Okay, so now we need to generate the setters and getters for all. Actually, select all, or you can select like this also. Okay, now click on generate. So the setters and getters will be generated. So once you generate the setters and getters, the next thing what you have to do is, you have to create the constructor. You have to generate the constructor. So similarly, go to the source, generate the constructor using the fields. Okay, so we have selected the fields. Select all. If you want only two, you can unselect it and you can generate it, but I need all. Okay, so select all and generate. The constructor would be generated. So if you are creating a param constructor, you should be having a default constructor. It is a mandatory to create the default constructor. So always keep in mind, it is mandatory to create the default constructor when we are creating the param constructor. Fine, that's fine. So we have created the customer class. The customer class will be having account number, balance, name. Okay, and we have generated the setters and getters. Okay, now what I'll do is, I'll be creating a customer service class. So it is a business class. I'll be creating the customer service class in this business class package. Okay, right click on this package, create new class. I'll say this as a customer services. Okay, customer service is a business class where we will be writing our actual logic. Okay, so now let's come to the question. Let's come to the question. What I have to do? Write a Java program to manage the banking task like logging the customer. So what you have to do first, you have to log the customer. Then the next operation is updating the balance, giving the rewards and applying the charges. So how can we log the customer details? Let's see how can we log the customer details. We will be using the consumer. We will be using the consumer. So consumer is a functional interface which will be having a single abstract method called accept. This accept method will be taking only a single parameter as a object type t. So it will be taking a parameter of type t, but it will not return anything. Okay, so over here we need to log the customer details. So I'll say I'll be taking the customer lambda expression. So I'll be logging the customer now. On the braces, I'll say that's why. So I'll say this logging customer details. Customer details are will be giving the customer. That's it. We'll be giving the customer. Let me import this one. Let me import the customer. Okay, no problem. And semicolon should be added because it is a lambda expression, doesn't have any method name. Okay, so now this is the asset method and we have provided the implementation where this asset method is available. It is available in the consumer. It is available in the consumer interface. So I'll say this as a customer consumer. Okay, and I'll be providing the type, what type of value we are expecting customer. It's important. So java.util.function consumer should be taken. Okay, so fine. So now what you have done over here? So you have provided the implementation for the functional abstract method of consumer functional interface. So abstract method, what consumer interface will be having. So it will be having a single abstract method called asset, and we will be providing the implementation for that asset. So asset will be taking an object of type T, and it will not return anything. We are not written anything. We are just printing the statement. Okay, so we are just logging the customer details. Let make this as a public so that everyone can able to access it. That's fine. Okay, so this is the first one. So here logging the, let me write a comment like logging the customer details, logging the customer details. The next operation is updating balance, giving rewards and applying charges. What I'll do is I'll be dividing this entire coding session to two parts. The first part we have written the classes and we have logged the customer. In the next part I'll be writing the updating balance and giving rewards and applying the charges on the customer account. Okay, I hope you understand about what I have written, understood what I have written. Okay, in the next session we will be writing the code for updating the balance and giving rewards and applying charges on the customer account. Until then, thank you for watching the video. Please do subscribe and share with your friends. Bye bye.